Well, here comes Bora Khan. Won the qualification event, the gold medalist, trying to muster up a smile there. You can obviously see the heavy taping and protective equipment on her jaw. Sustained a serious injury. I'm not laughing at the injury, I'm laughing at the mascot going the other way, the young man. And it's the slow walk in. But will it be fast-paced stuff? Yeah, Bora Khan just speeding things up there. Heavily taped. Very painful injury that she received to the jaw. But thankfully fully rehabbed and recovered. And that's just a little bit of a protective device for her. She's going to need it, because Team Thailand's Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT, the world and Olympic champion, loves a head kick. Kind of youngster loving the moment there. Liking the black and red dobok as Chae Young-suk, the coach, manages a smile. And he's presided over the development of Taekwondo in Thailand. Trying to keep cool under pressure. That takes a lot of pain to be a champion. And trying to bring that pain will be Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT, Senya Shusha. Running the rule over this one. And in terms of the tail of the tape, both fighters top class pedigrees, but the Thai fighter with the experience. This gives us a little chance to have a look at the technology. Batteries not included, but they are for this one. As Panipak waits patiently. Of course, when you kick those protectors with good power, the points go up. And there is that tail of the tape we mentioned. 1m73, WONGPATTANAKIT, 165, Bora Khan. And the Olympic ranking shows you the difference. Well, who's going to be the better of the two? They will know that Min Aha is waiting for them in the final. Who's going to join them? We get to find out, of course. Front and centre here in Wuxi. 6 minutes of kicking and punching under the lights here in Wuxi. Again, it's that open stance. Nice little flick to the face there from WONGPATTANAKIT. Bora Khan was in good form on the way through into this one. Been impressed with her work at close distance, which is obviously the opposite of here, which is long distance. Further away, obviously the safer. But the Korean likes to get in close and work with short kicks to the body. WONGPATTANAKIT loves to kick to the face. So clash of styles. A little front leg hook kick from the Thai fighter in red. Good back leg turn and kick from WONGPATTANAKIT. Back leg, of course, the one furthest away. You can guess which one the front leg is. As WONGPATTANAKIT uses that like a wand, and of course tension from both halfway through the first. You don't want to make a mistake. $70,000 in the offing in the distance. Who's going to come out? Good push to the body, flick to the face from WONGPATTANAKIT. Hesitant start from Bora Khan, very much on the back foot. If you're just tuning in, wondering why people are kicking each other, don't worry. It's all part of the rules of the sport. Contact and impact required. That was Bora Khan's chance there, as we get a chance to look right down the barrel of the fighting techniques of both fighters. Working away at that close distance. Trying to get the push kick underway was Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT, looking for the scores on the board. Good punch there from Bora Khan, right on the buzzer. 4 seconds has the Korean taken this opening round. Well, it certainly looks like it. Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT concedes it. 1-0 Korea. Pressure on Thailand. Of course, the defending champion, on the way into this one. Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT putting the pressure on, but Bora Khan delivering. And hopefully this is delivering plenty of entertainment for you. Coming up next, in the men's minus 58s, will be Arman Hadapur of the Islamic Republic of Iran against Jang Chun of Korea. A good battle in the 58s, and that will be followed by Maria Stetic of Croatia against Great Britain's Jade Jones. That's the first of the female 57s, as we see the flying fists of Bora Khan. Well, if anyone can, Bora Khan. She's got the lead, can she keep it? So here we go, eyes down, look in. Second of the under 49 kilogram semi-finals. Second round as well. Good back leg from Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT. She was a bit subdued in the first round, trying to flick to the body. Good from the Thai fighter in red, bit more aggressive. Good headshot round the corner from Kang. Good back leg turning kick, trying to turn up the intensity now, the Thai fighter. Headshot from Kang, working away. Well, the Korean coach saying quite happy with that. Stay in the clinch, hold on, kill some time on the clock. Front leg counter there from WONGPATTANAKIT, gets close. Having a hard time at the moment to find their distance. Takes the gam jump for falling over. That point added now to Bora Khan, who has the lead. Can she upset the Olympic champion, the Korean in blue? Halfway through this second period, the Korean just needs to win this round and she's through to the final. Good push to the body there from WONGPATTANAKIT, showing her quality. Gamjong given for holding too much in the inside. 2-all, tied up, Korea with a 1-0 lead. Good front leg counter from WONGPATTANAKIT. Kang being patient. Panipak producing the punch, but not with enough power. Just about half a minute to go in this second round. If it stays as it is, we'll go into a third. And the Korean there tries a little punch, looking for the head kick in the inside as well. WONGPATTANAKIT with a nice punch through. As we head through to the last 10 in this one, who can find the scores on the board? And working for a Gamjom there. But the clock against both fighters tied up for Thailand. And that tied round keeps WONGPATTANAKIT in this conversation. Bora Khan from Korea performing excellently here. It's been a long old season for Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT. She's won 5 Grand Prix. World Championship the year before, so a real road warrior. Bora Khan less active on the international scene. So less miles on the clock as she clocked WONGPATTANAKIT with that one. Last instructions. Final opportunities. Ksenia Shusha of Belarus bringing them to the centre. Bora Khan in your shot there in blue. She's from Korea. Thailand's WONGPATTANAKIT. Of course they wear head guards, groin guards, shin guards, arm guards, gloves. But they've got to be on guard at the start of this one. Both fighters getting the head guards on, ready to go here. And I think there's another technical issue. They're having a conversation between the corner judges and the centre referee. So confusion reigns here in the centre. Barbara Marion of Canada looking on impassively there as she takes her seat. She's the video review jury chief. Well, these delays are not good for the fighters. The technology has to be slicker and smoother, just like the techniques that they bring. And bringing the action so just getting word there that the referee's joystick, the little thing they use to score the punches, isn't working. So no joy for the joystick, but some joy for the fighters. They get a chance to have a little rest here. But no respite for Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT. Up against it in terms of this matchup. Bora Kang upsetting the odds early in the competition with the win over Kim So-hee. Can she take out the Olympic champion? Well, our coach certainly thinks so, and justifiable confidence in that as well. And of course, if you're tuned into the Olympic channel or you're joining us on the BBC website or the red button, great to have you with us. If you're tuning in any other means, likewise a pleasure to have your company. If you're a Taekwondo expert, well, you know that delays can happen. If you're new to it, don't worry, this is not Taekwondo. It's not just people looking concerned at each other. The only concern comes when it's fight time. Lara Hernandez and Marcelo Rezende, the two other video jurors there. But it's about Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT. Can she find a way through in this one? She's a round down as we run down on the semi-final order in this one. Well, a penny for the thoughts of Ksenia Shusha, standing there waiting for the action to commence. It's out with her control. Speaking of control, Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT keeping her composure. Well, whoever's running around to find the batteries to replace for the referee's joystick, I think they're the only ones that are moving in the arena. So if you want to get yourself online, follow the Olympic channel, get on the BBC Sport website, text your friends, let them know that Taekwondo is on. You've not missed anything, I promise. Certainly not in this matchup. Maybe get a bit of online shopping done there while they're ready for their Christmas gifts, of which I hope you've got your Santa list ready. But who can find the big gift in this one? Looking for the present and the prize. $70,000 at stake. And likewise, the trail to Tokyo begins in earnest here. I don't know if I get an award for talking as much rubbish as possible, but I'm sure it's in the post. And just to let you know, we are of course running through all of the semi-final actions today. We're in the under 49s, up to the men's 58s next. Kim Tae-hun and Yu Jai-lang will provide a bit of interest for the host nation. Jang Chun and Armin Hadipur for Korea and the Islamic Republic of Iran. And then Jade Jones of Great Britain.
Please turn off the hotspot.
So talk about testing your patience. Technical difficulties running amok here that's the source of concern. The little joystick, no joy for that. You can see red and blue, obviously they score the punches and score the bonus points as well, of which there have been precious little. Well, an inauspicious start. The locals here having a nice time. Top class jacket, I like that one there, the silver one in the front. Staying warm this winter in Wuxi, but hopefully they'll be warmed up by the action on the mat. And spare a thought for the fighters, the legs getting cold now. They've got themselves warmed up. Bora Khan and Ksenia Shusha waiting patiently. I'm just going to have a little conversation here to find out what the technical issue is. Well, just had the conversation there. You can see them gathering up furiously, the little joysticks that the referees and corner judges use. There's some interference in terms of the signal. So at this stage I could probably give you the entire potted history of Olympic Taekwondo, but I think I'll save your ears for a few moments. You know what's going on, there's a delay. Probably want to go and get yourself a cup of tea, text your friends and family, let them know that Taekwondo's on. Or, dare I say it, drum roll please, does it look as if the fighters are getting ready to go back on the mat? Oh, like everything in life, I think I've spoken too soon. Head guards are in hand. Fighters, as you can see, the little battery pack getting replaced there. So technology sometimes let you down. My phone battery often runs out of charge. But who's going to be in charge between Thailand and Korea? We're running the technical specification check. Lara Hernandez of Spain on the end. Referee from Pamplona in Spain. Taking no bull in this one though. But who can make the run to the final? That's the key. Well, I might as well give you a little run through of some of the other athletes coming up later on. Bradley Sinden of Great Britain goes against Lee Dae-hoon in the men's 68 semi-finals. So the Korean master against Bradley Sinden, the new man on the scene, British fighter, top class. Ruth Bagby and Lauren Williams will go at it again. They know each other well. That's in the women's under 67 kilogram semi-final. The first of two, of course. Gual Yunfei against Nur Tartar Asgari of Turkey. Well, it won't be the first time that China and Turkey have faced off in this one. Intriguing matchup follows that in the men's -80s with Maxim Ramsov of Russia going against Chen Ling Long. I'll be delighted to welcome Aaron Cook. He will be giving his expert commentary on that one. Up in the men's heavyweights, we will have Mahama Cho joining us for the co-commentary to watch In Kyo-don against Sung Hyung Yi, followed by Sajid Mardani against Zhao Jing Song. And of course, further British interest in the semi-finals of the women's 67 kilograms and above. Alexandra Kowalczyk of Poland, the European champion, and thorn on the side of Bianca Walton. They get to go at it again. Will the double world and double European champion from Liverpool make it through? And the other semi-final, Madeline Gorman-Shore from the USA, a great showing against, well, her compatriot and teammate, but for that day rival. The win against Jackie Galloway put her through, and she will go against Great Britain's Rebecca McGowan, the young Scot from Caledonian Taekwondo, which is of course my club, so it's a shameless plug. And speaking of shameless plugs, I hope they can get this plugged in and working sharpish. Fighters could have went for a tour downtown and come back, as could you. Family Morass waiting for the technology to work, and isn't it always the way? Chae Young-suk, the Thai coach by way of Poong-seng High School in Korea. A penny for the thoughts. Looks less than amused. Wongpattanakit as well. Well, we saw before the youngsters doing their demonstration, they started off with meditation, they started off with sitting down. That's of course to generate patience so that you know how to deal with setbacks. I hope they can draw on that patience in this one. Well, the locals loving it. Some people loving it, others people sitting saying, "Oh Dad, don't bother pointing at the camera, I don't want to be here." But certainly wanting to be here, but not in this position. Bora can talk about the big build-up. This fight better live up to it. And you'll be looking for your money back. Money back guarantee though, not in this one. Well, is there a chance that this becomes the longest running match ever in Taekwondo history? Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT, a penny for her thoughts. I think I've spent a few pennies now trying to figure out who's thinking what. I know what the fans are thinking. Where is the Taekwondo? Let's get on with it. Nice day out for the youngsters here. Saturday morning here in Wuxi. And maybe Sunday morning before the matches even start up. And I've just spotted out the corner of my eye the World Taekwondo President making his way into the arena. I wonder what he is making of this impasse and delay. Oh, there is Team USA. Paige McPherson along with Madeline Gorman-Short, flanked by Gareth Brown there, the USA team coach. Well, I know that Gareth's from today's Taekwondo. I think this might be tomorrow's Taekwondo before it actually gets started. Well, they're being delayed. Will they be denied the chance to go here? Wonder if someone's going to bring out a bottle of water for Ksenia Shusha. She's been standing there that long. Well, there's an expression we've used in Glasgow which is raging. That's certainly the face on Chae Young-suk there. This is a key stage in the Olympic ranking tournaments. You don't want these delays for too much longer. I just thought I'd go quiet there for a moment just to see if you missed me, but obviously there was no one calling, no one looking for any more information. I can tell you how many cameras there are. There's 12. Don't know how many light bulbs there are though. But certainly not the brightest start in terms of the technology off the mat. If you have just tuned in, apologies. In fact, if you've been tuned in for a while, apologies. If you've just tuned in, you've done it in perfect timing because there's not much has happened so far. Give you a little run over it that Mina Ha and Tang Jin Kwan had the first matchup. So long ago, I think I've forgotten who actually won it. But it was Mina Ha of Korea who's in the final. You can probably hear jingle bells in the distance. I don't know if Santa started his delivery route, but if he could drop in a couple of batteries past Wuxi, that'd be pretty good. I have to say, I don't think I'd like to be the person that was in charge of the controllers. Just a reminder for you, something will happen at some point, somewhere. It might not be in Wuxi, it might not involve Taekwondo. But we certainly hope it does. We've worked hard to try and improve the quality of the Taekwondo. The athletes are on fine form. The arena is set. What a fantastic layout. But for the want of a detail, let's have a listen.
The match is paused due to a technical problem. After solving the problem, the game will restart.
As information goes, the match is paused because of a technical problem. After that is solved, they'll start again. So with that fabulous insight stored away, it's as we wait for more action. Don't know if you're interested in what I had for my breakfast or what the local weather's like or what we're supposed to be doing here. But it is, of course, the climax, the end of the season. I don't know about replacing the batteries on the little handheld controllers. I think I'm going to have to get my own batteries replaced at some point. Keyed myself up, was looking forward to it. Some top matches, great fighters, and the athletes ready to do their bit as well. Well, all the gear and no idea, certainly the situation at the moment. We have no idea when it's going to get started either. Well, we started at 1 o'clock local time. We had a 6-minute match, which lasts 8 minutes, of course, because of the walk-in and walk-out. It's now 1:48 here. So time ticking on the ambitions of both Thailand and Korea, and time ticking in terms of the technology. There's some signs of something happening. Little gifts been giving out round the corner. Let's see if there's anything in terms of improving it. You can see one referee that's got a controller in his hand. Any joy in the joystick department? Oh, just to update, this is the most exciting it's been. 2 of the 3 referees have joysticks now. Can we make it 3 out of 3? Any advance on 2. Going. Well, you'll all be gone if we don't get on with it. Well, the last time Taekwondo was in the Olympic channel was the Gymnasiad in Morocco. We had an hour delay. Maybe the seniors here just want to top trump them, want to try and show that any delay that they can do, we can do better. But apologies to you if you've tuned in to watch friends or family competing. You've probably celebrated a couple of birthdays, bought a new car, cut the grass, been on a couple of holidays. All before this match kicks off. Well, I have to say, never was so much said about so little. Ksenia Shusha, the centre referee, has been standing there for the entire period. I hope she's okay. As I said, she was a former fighter, the Belarusian, so she's tough, she's rough, and she's ready. And she's shown great fortitude and spirit to stand there for that amount of time. There we go, someone's told her that you can have a little rest. Good work from them. Well, as soon as I get any updates, I'll let you know. But if you've not done your Christmas shopping, you've probably got time to go out and get it done before this gets kicked off again. No one would work so hard to get the BBC, to get the Olympic channel, to get everyone organised, to give the athletes the showcase and the platform that they deserve. Hopefully normal service will be resumed pretty soon. Don't know if I can put my invoice in for by the word commentary, but certainly extra work for all. But can we get the technology to work? Well, the under 49 kilogram semi-final between Korea and Thailand just about to get underway, or so I'm being told. There's many a finger being pointed and many a confused face, and not just me. But amidst the confusion, it will be the composure of the athletes. They've got to stay calm, and they've had enough chance to have a game plan run through. Bora Kang hasn't sat down. Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT has, as if I'm giving you that as information that you could care less about. Thailand seated, Korea standing, but who's going to be outstanding at the rest of this one? They know Minaha is through into the finals. Who's going to join them there? testing times for the PSS, which is of course the protector system. They're certainly taking the PSS at the moment and how long it's taken to get it done. So a considerable delay here in Wuxi at the Grand Slam. This of course the event where you can get points on the board to try and get towards the Tokyo Olympics. If they don't hurry up here, we'll probably be in time for them. Ranking points and big money prizes at stake, and I'm just going to try and find out a little update on what's happening and I'll let you know. Many people scratching their heads in the arena. If you're still tuning in, I think you're going to get some sort of merit award for doing that. Again, sincere apologies. Out with our control. Seems to be out with the control of everyone here. Waiting for... There's a couple of lights going on. I'm just going to find out. Give me 1 second, I'll let you know. Well, signs of life in the venue. The technology has failed, but the quick thinking, or at least thinking, has not. As Chae Young-suk, the coach of Thailand, comes round to have a little chat to figure out what's going on. The protectors themselves are working, the PSS as it's called. So they work perfectly well, but the little handheld joysticks that score the extra points, the punches, are not working, as you can tell. So what they're going to do is go back to the old school, where the corner judge will just simply raise their hand and say yes, that's a punch, and we'll add it on. Well, that's certainly what has been mooted, but it's been a bit of a muted atmosphere here. I feel sorry for the kids. It's Saturday, it's the weekend, they've made their plans to come out here. They're all got their Taekwondo suits on. Mum and dad's made a bit of time to bring them out. Friends and family gathered, and they're watching what you're watching, but of course we feel most sorry for the fighters themselves. Hopefully they're ready to get going. Well, not the best start in terms of the action here. Sincere apologies for that, of course. Trying to make light of it, trying to make a joke of it, but it's not funny. It's not fair on the fighters, not fair on you at home watching. think there might be a few kicks thrown off the mat as well at the debrief. Technical problems besetting this. Well, what a fantastic arena. Look at that for a place to get to fight in. It's like a TV studio. But unfortunately, at the smallest detail, not working. Ksenia Shusha has left her seat. She's now back as the centre referee in the middle. Is that a positive sign? You tell me. Answers on a postcard to World Taekwondo. Or indeed more accurately to the Wuxi Grand Slam organisers. Well, there's a buzzer's going off there somewhere. A little test. Not just of your patients, but of the protectors. But of course, as we move forward here, looking for some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. Here we go. Semi-final match. Bora Kang against Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT. So it's Korea and Thailand against technology. Oh, sorry, it's Korea against Thailand, that's what I meant to say. Will it work? Get the drum roll ready. Bora Khan on the move. Oh, she sustained a head injury. Broke her jaw, in fact. And she's recovered from that. Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT wandering around here, wondering when we'll get going. Wuxi. I don't think you need me I think she's now the most famous referee in the history of the sport. Certainly getting the most coverage. And she's done well not to give up and go home like the rest of you. If you are at home or are at work, I'm sure your laptop's died on you every now and again, or your phone's giving out battery. Oh, there's a thumbs up there. Marcelo Rezende, Vinicio from Brazil, Ksenia Shusha, hands in the air. Well, have I ever been more happy to see you two fighters get on the mat? I don't think so. So much build-up, so much tension, such a delay. Let's hope the protectors work straight away. The PSS, the Dado system, has worked fine. It was the little handheld gizmos. And of course, you never let Gizmo out in the dark, or indeed so here we go. The head guard. Oh, you can see if you. Oh, it does work. Delayed, not denied. No, only one word for it. Grateful. Here we go. You didn't think that was the word I was going to use there, but anyway. Here we go. Chae Young-suk. I'm sure he's given a game plan, or 10 in that period. Round number 2. This one kicked off back in 1936 when Taekwondo was first invented. And here we are in 2018 where it's kicked off again. Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT trying to kick up to the face. Good shot there from the Thai fighter in red. Wasting no time, unlike the rest of us. Bora Kang getting caught cold here. And of course, the other fighters that are coming up, they've had to wait as well. .30 seconds gone in the third. And my goodness, we're glad to see that third round. At least I think it's the third round. Sense of deja vu here. Yep, third round, 3 points. Make that 5. Flick to the body. And Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT. Good value for this lead. Gamjong given for running away. Running away with the lead is the Thai fighter in red, using those long limbs to good effect. Bora Kang battling on the inside, trying a kick round the back. My goodness me, is it Taekwondo that we see here in Wuxi? It's 7-1 now to WONGPATTANAKIT. Head kick round the corner attempted from the Korean. I'm glad for the kids in the crowd, I have to say. They've come to see their Taekwondo role models as we roll towards the last 35 of this third. And WONGPATTANAKIT has a commanding lead. Bora Khan, by the looks of it, doesn't want to commit too much. Good push to the body again from the Thai fighter. Her game plan is working well. She conceded the first round to Korea. Last 10 seconds. Time ticks down, and thankfully no delays, no denials in that one, and no denying the quality of Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT. She's got the quality, and she has duly delivered. Well, Bora Kang had the best of the first. A tie in the second, but it's all about the tie in the third. 8-1. All to fight for golden score. First to 2 will get you through. Mina Ha is in the final. Who's going to join her? So here we go, golden score. It's a chance to get into the golden medal match. Bora Kang in blue. Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT in red. Who can find the telling score? I was going to say a show of respect there. Minimal, understandable. Longest match in Taekwondo history coming to a climax here. Who can get the score on the board? 2 points will do it. A couple of punches or a good body kick. Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT finds that push kick to the body, and it's one and done. Well, where were you when Panipak WONGPATTANAKIT took on Bora Kang? Could have started in one city and finished in another, but starting in Korea and finishing with Thailand here in Wuxi. The win goes to the Olympic champion and world champion, the defending champion here. And there's a winning smile, relief, exhaustion, and thankfully she's got a full day's rest until tomorrow. No rest for us though, as we're going to be treated to more top-class Taekwondo. Or are we? Who knows? Let's find out though. Kim Tae-hun against Yu Shai Liang. They will be up next. And of course, before that, we have the demonstration.